Gao, gao! Gao! Hello, chat. How are you doing today? I am getting ready for Valentine's Day. You can tell by my whisk and the bowl of chocolate I am evidently making. Let me see if I can show you. See, I have a bowl of chocolate with me. Yeah. How are you, chat? How you doing, Starstein? Hello, David. And hello, Twitch. Hello, Hachimichi. Ohayo. Sorry about the delay. My Stream Deck decided it needed to be updated like right this second. So I did, but I will have to reboot my computer after the stream because it wanted me to close my OBS, and I can't do that while I'm streaming. Do I have something special planned? No. I do not. Quite the opposite. I will be alone on Valentine's Day. I will be alone. But I thought it would be funny if I found the most unromantic game possible for Valentine's Day. So, I am going to be playing Minekui Mojika no Ko, the Nitro Plus game. And I know what you're thinking, but Kumakko, that game is full of ero scenes. Yes, but I can cleverly cut around this one scene in the beginning, and I can introduce you to my favorite character in the game. So, we're gonna be playing Mojika for Valentine's Day. I thought it would be really funny if I played the least romantic thing possible. It was either that or it was gonna be like Nekopata or something. But I already play a lot of Moe games, and I wanted to play something that everybody could have fun with. For me personally, I have fun with that kind of thing. I think it's so I enjoy it when the characters are miserable. Guess you'll have to spend it with us. Not like we want you to or anything, Baka. We just happened to be free that day, Baka. Yeah, I just happened to be free that day, unfortunately. But it's okay, it's fine. So far what I've been doing is I've been working on my script just about every day. And I'm making good progress. I'm over the halfway point. Fuyuko's route is totally done. Both endings are done. But if we don't hit that stretch goal, then I will pick one ending, and that's the ending you'll go with. And right now I'm working on the Oni-chan route, the incest route, the blood-related older brother route is what I'm working on right now. So that's fun. Right now I'm working on a Yuri scene, actually. I'm very tentatively excited for the crowdfund because I really need it to go well. But I'm also worried because it is a lot. It is a lot of money, you know. I worry about that. I don't know how well it'll go, but I'm trying not to overthink it. And I really have to hope it works out fine. Even if we don't hit any of the stretch goals, like if we just hit like the baseline 15K, I'm still gonna try my best to make the game. Yeah. But I've been working on it. It's been really fun. It's been a challenge for sure. I think it's gonna end up being like 100,000 words. I've never written anything that long before. So it's a challenge for sure. But that's what we're gonna do for Valentine's Day. We're gonna be playing Mojika. And I'm gonna be having the time of my life playing this super depressing game. And I hope you guys have the same sense of humor that I do, because I find that kind of thing funny. before I forget, it's very, very important. I took Tommy to the vet yesterday, and oh my god, chat, that was the most stressful day. It was so stressful. I had to get Tommy in his cage, and he hates being in the cage. And then I had to take an Uber, and the Uber driver was a jerk. He was a jerk. I was like, can I please have my cat next to me? He's in a carrier, and and I have a cover. I have a towel over his carrier, and he was like, no way, lady. And it's like so rude. And Tommy, of course, started screaming and crying because I wasn't next to him. And the guy stopped his car like a quarter of the way to the vet. And I was like, oh my god, what's happening? Is he throwing us out? What's happening? And he didn't really speak much English, and he said, okay, fine, lady, fine. And I'm like, are we going to the vet? And he's like, yeah. And he let me put Tommy next to me, and Tommy was really trying to claw his way out of the cage. But I bribed him with treats. So he did get seen by the vet. Hello, Nanashi. How is Kitty? I'm telling you. So it turns out Tommy has a upper respiratory infection. So he is on steroids. It's like a liquid. It's a liquid medicine. And I tried putting it in his food, but he is too smart. He will not touch his food if there's the medicine inside of it. So I'm gonna have to squirt it into his mouth. I don't want to. He's gonna scratch the heck out of me. I know he is. I have this little syringe, and I have to kind of put it in his mouth, and I have to put it into his mouth and hopefully get the medicine down his throat before he spits it out, which is what he does. He will try and spit medicine out. But basically, a small infection, completely treatable. If he's not doing well in like a week, they're gonna call me and follow up. But if he's not doing well, obviously they can do a more aggressive treatment with instead of the liquid, they also recommended some drops that go in the nose. But I didn't want to do that, and that seemed really unpleasant for him. So they said, okay, we can just stick with the oral medication for now. And if it's still being an issue, we can be more aggressive and try the drops as well. So he's on medicine, he's on medication, but he's very mad at me. He's not talking to me. He's hiding under the bed. He's not eating very much. I had to give him his favorite treats and a new can of wet food that's not laced with medicine. I'm hoping to sneak up on him while he's sleeping or something. He's a very big cat, Chad. He's 20 pounds. He's not fat, but he's a big cat. He's part Maine Coon or something. He's a big cat, Chad. He's a big boy. He's a big kitty cat. So, he can put up a real struggle. He's certainly scratched me many times and bit me many times. But that's okay because I love him. And the most important thing is I have his medicine, so I just need to figure out how to give it to him. He gets 1 dose once a day. So yeah, I need to give him his second dose. Today's his second day of the medicine, so I need to give it to him after streaming. I'll give it to him. But I think he's doing better. I haven't really heard him sneeze, so that's good. I think he's still having the drippy eye though. Give him his medicine so he turns into a svelte cat boy with an attitude. Is that a reference to Loveless or Date Everything or what else has cat boys? Lamento. Is that a reference? No, he's not gonna turn into a cat boy. He would be a very handsome cat boy though. He's a good boy. But thank you everybody who asked about him, and thank you everybody who donated. I forget who, but some people donated to help with Tommy's vet bills. It was not that expensive, honestly. I thought it would be way worse. It was $200, and I have about half of that. So, hopefully insurance will help cover it. I hope. Oh, you're making hamburger! You're making hamburg steak, Lord Master? Give me some. Give me some hamburg steak. I wanted to go to the Japanese supermarket, but A, I don't have a lot of pocket money, and B, it's kind of far away. But the one thing I want to try that I've never tried a hamburg steak. Somebody said it was like a Salisbury steak, but I don't know what a Salisbury steak is. I've never had a Salisbury steak. You're welcome to all the hamburger you can eat if you can find us. Hey, deposit it in mouth. Deposit burger in mouth. Please. Nah, I actually I looked up recipes for hamburg steak. And it's essentially just like a hamburger patty with like a wine sauce, right? I've never had it, never in my life. I want to have it. I will buy it from the Japanese grocery store next time I have a little spending money. But it's like a special hamburger, right? Right? I don't know really what it is. I tried to make the Napolitan, if you remember that, but it wasn't nearly as good as the real thing, I think. So I wanna try it directly from the store rather than attempt to make it myself and have it turn out bad. Plus, I am terrified of cooking with wine. I'm scared that if I cook with wine, then it'll catch on fire or something, because I see that in TV when there's a cook and he's cooking with wine and then there's a big fire because of the wine. I'm scared of that. I don't want that. I don't want the pan to catch on fire. It's scary. I will freak out if that happens. So I at some point want to buy the hamburger steak. They have it at my Japanese supermarket. It's not terribly expensive. It's like $12 or something with change. But it's kind of a lot for just a little hamburg steak. I don't know. Is it really, really good? If it's really, really delicious, then I'll get 2 of them. But I want to. Hopefully on Monday. I'm hoping Monday I can go grocery shopping. That's the plan. So commissions are still open, wink wonk. Commissions are still open. I want to try that hamburger. I want to try it. But it's essentially a fancy hamburger with a wine sauce, right? Right? Oh no, not the fire emoji, no. I'm scared of the fire. I did actually, what was that thing I never tried? Umeboshi! I tried umeboshi onigiri for the first time. The pickled plum rice bowl. I tried it for the first time. I didn't like it. It was bitter. And it had this vinegar taste. It was not good. I did not like umeboshi. I don't have a refined enough palate. I didn't like it. But hamburg steak is pretty much a fancy hamburger with the wine sauce. Okay, good to know. Too sour, I agree. The umeboshi was too sour for me. I tried it because one of the characters in the script loves umeboshi because they're not a sweet tooth, they like bitter things. And I was like, well, I should probably try it myself and see what it actually tastes like, right? And it didn't taste good. I didn't like it. I have the palate of a child. I do not like the bitter foods. I don't like coffee even. I don't like coffee unless it's 99% milk and cream and sugar. I just don't like bitter things. I never did. I never do. I do like sea salt and vinegar flavor though. That's a good flavor. But anyway, other things that happened. Let's see. I took Tommy to the vet and I got him home in one piece. I was terrified that he'd run out of his carrier and run off and I'd never see him again. But thank God, he made it home in one piece, and I made it home in one piece, despite my Uber driver being a big jerk! Hold on, I need my angry eyebrows. He was a big jerk! he was such a creep. He was like, so how old are you? And I'm like, you know, is that any of your business? He's like, huh? What? And he was like, yeah, how old are you? Do you have a partner? Do you have children? And I'm like, no, I do not, no. Anyway, what about, that new TV show, right? And he's like, oh, you don't have children? Okay, well, that's okay. You can always have time to make children. I'm like, what? Chat, in case you don't know this, I do not want children. I do not want to adopt children. I do not want to have children. I don't want children ever. Especially not have children. Because that's like a phobia. I'm not even joking. It's a phobia. Like the pregnancy thing, it's a phobia. It is. Seriously? I cannot. Which is really weird because I liked like the breeding kink in Omegaverse. It's really weird. But like, it was like the most uncomfortable ride ever. And I made it home in one piece, you know, but I was like super uncomfortable. It's like, I don't know you, why are you asking all this personal information? You know, and he was like, oh, you know, you look so young. And I'm like, yep, can you drive, please? Like, I know I look young. I got carded the other day buying Yuri manga. You know, I know I have a baby face. Anyway, it was not fun. It was scary. I gave him more than 1-star review. I blocked him and I reported him. That's what I did. Mama Kuma was like, well, you overreacted. I don't think I overreacted. I'm alone in a car with a man who's being strange and weird. I don't think I overreacted. I blocked him. I didn't give him a 1-star review. I blocked him and I reported him. Because what? Just like, what? Why? Why would you think that's a good idea? No words can express the amount of disgust and disdain and hatred I have for creeps. Do not talk to me about like reproductive stuff. I don't know you! It was so unpleasant and very creepy and very weird. But you know, hopefully I will never get paired with him again. There's like a feature where you can prefer female drivers or non-binary drivers. That's what I like. You know why? Because they don't make weird freaking conversation with you. I mean, no offense, but it's like always, it's like 99, I'll say 90% of the time, it's the male drivers that give me problems, okay? Not saying that female drivers haven't, okay? There have been 1 or 2 female drivers that have given me problems, but like the majority, you know. Anyway, let's get off this subject. I don't want to like go down this rabbit hole. I'm not discriminatory, okay? But it was just really creepy and really weird and I didn't like it at all. And I was like, I have my sick cat with me. I'm so stressed out. I'm just trying to get him home in one piece, you know? But anyway, we made it. Tommy's home. I'm home. I didn't get like kidnapped or anything. So, you know, it's all good. It's fine. I certainly don't have lingering trauma over it. Yep. Anyway, moving on, one thing I wanted to bring to your attention, I don't know if you saw, but I posted about it. Let me pull it up. Wah! I don't know if you've seen it, but this is the thumbnail for the crowdfund. Captured by the wedding bell. Kinda no kubi wa crowdfund campaign! Can I make it not wiggle around? Hold on. There we go, good enough. Okay, so, I have made the first 7 waiting rooms for the crowdfund, and it starts March 1st until March 7th, provided, assuming we don't hit the base goal. If we do hit the base goal, it'll go for another week. So that's good. I really hope it does, but I also don't want to get my hopes up, you know? I think the worst thing would be getting my hopes up and then being let down. I don't want that to happen. I'm like terrified it's not gonna work. I'm like seriously very scared that it's not gonna work. So that is why I am advertising and making a big deal about this well in advance. And chat, just between you and me, chat, just between you and me, I am considering putting the game on Steam. Just between us, chat, just between us. I am maybe considering putting the game on Steam. I spoke with the programmer. They even said we could do stuff like make it possible for it to get a Japanese translation later down the line. And just for fun, I actually have translated some of it into Japanese myself. Just for fun. I don't think I have the skills to translate the entire thing into Japanese. But I translated like a few scenes just for fun, just for myself. So there are a couple caveats to that before you get too excited. Thank you, Dreamer. I hope it goes well too. I am incredibly nervous. I am so nervous. I'm so nervous. I can't tell you how nervous I am. But there's a couple caveats to the Steam release. I have to pay $100 just to get it listed, okay? And I can't get that money back, okay? And I have to fill out a ton of paperwork. I have to fill out a bunch of forms, a bunch of tax stuff, boring stuff, adult stuff, boo! But this game is free. This game is gonna be free, so I'm not gonna make any money off of it. But I do want it to be available in places other than Just USA, because Just USA is region locked if you're in Japan, and I want the Japanese audience to be able to play it. Especially considering how much it touches upon a lot of Japanese tropes like Omegaverse and the whole One-sama Kohai relationship. Very much like Strawberry Panic or Maria Watches Over Us. Maria-sama ga miteiru, その感じ。そういうの、ユリ系な感じ。クラシックユリな感じ。日本人たちも僕の乙女芸もやってほしいよ。Steam is probably the biggest platform. Yeah, so I want it to be on both Just and Steam. But like I said, I have to fill out a bunch of forms. I have to pay, $100, which is not nothing, okay? And the most important thing that I'm worried about is that it's just gonna get pulled, Because Steam is so finicky about what gets on their platform and what doesn't, which is so weird because they have all sorts of just straight up eroge on there. Like intact. So I worry that my game would get pulled. Hello, Chief Rob. I'm just talking a little bit about my otome game, and then we'll actually play a game. I promise. But this is important. I hope you're doing well, Chief Rob. I do want it on Steam, but I worry that it'll get pulled because, there's Yuri in it. And, I don't trust Steam to be Yuri friendly after the whole Ichio debacle. I don't trust Steam very much at all. So there's Yuri, and also there's incest. It's not, how do I say this? There's sexual content, but it's not graphic. Does that make sense? There's sex, but it's not shown. It's very vaguely alluded to. There's no CG, there's no real detailed text, but it's definitely present and it's definitely alluded to. And there's a couple times where characters moan and stuff. It's a part of the plot, chat. It's important, okay? So there is sexual content, but it's not graphic sexual content, But there is making out and stuff. In fact, there's 3 kiss scenes in the common route, and the protagonist is 17 during the common route, and then she turns 18 before the character routes. And this is important because only once she turns 18 can she get assigned, her partner, her family, her groom and all that. But it's important that she is 17 for the common route, because it's a big plot point when she turns 18, and then she has to, she has one person she is assigned to, So it's like it's embedded in the plot. It's baked into the plot. So even though there's no sex in the common route, there is certainly sexual content. Yeah. It's not graphic, but it's there. So I kind of worry that with the 17-year-olds making out and the incest kissing and, just like the whole forced breeding plot of it, that Steam will pull it. I worry. The plot! Exactly, Lore Master Andrew. The plot! It's for the plot. It literally is for the plot, okay? It's so enmeshed in the plot that you cannot take it out. Unlike other thinly veiled fetishes that are in the game, that you will be able to spot a mile off. I will not say what they are, but they're very, very, very obvious. So it's, like I said, it's basically like Oz Mafia with sexual content, but like fade to black. It's like vague. It's kept vague. It's vague. It's not graphic, okay? It's not detailed. This is why it is rated 17 and up. We will fight for the honor of Captured by the Wedding Veil. Thank you. Oh my god, I've never seen it written in an acronym like that. Yay! I do want it on Steam. I'm kind of excited at the idea of putting it on Steam. No, I did not speak to any Japanese fans of Milk of Repentance because the game is region locked. God damn it. Because the game is region locked. Not the game, but the site. Just to say, the site is locked, so anyone in Japan cannot see it unless they use a VPN. Hint, hint. I did not speak to any Japanese fans of Milk of Repentance because they can't play it because Just's website is region locked. That is why I want my game on Steam, because it's all original. It's not a fan game, it's entirely original. And, it's free, and it's quote-unquote all ages, wink wink nudge nudge. So hopefully they'll accept it. I want it to be played internationally. Plus, I kind of wrote it with Japanese in mind. Captured by the Wedding Veil. I wrote it with Japanese in mind. So there are certain segments of it, like, there's a character who is called, like, Lady Mabel, or, My Lady, and the reason why I put Lady as a title is because, not that she is a literal, like, lady as in the title, but because I wanted that to be the closest English equivalent to One-sama. I really wanted to have the One-sama vibe, and My Lady, or Lady Mabel, was like the closest I could get to it in English. There's also, like, there's a character named Asaka. So, in Japanese, it would clearly be Asaka-sama, right? Asaka-sama. But in English, it's Miss Asaka. So, I have Japanese in mind while I'm writing this. And I did translate parts of it in Japanese for funsies, but I have Japanese in mind while I write it. Some things I have to use the closest English equivalent in order to make it work. It would be weird if you had, these non-Japanese characters be like, One-sama! So I have to come up with the closest English equivalent. And I'm not gonna make it something weird, don't worry. Like when somebody translated Oni-chan as, like, brother, or, like, bro, it was horrendous. It was horrendous. It's not gonna be like that. Anyway, I lost the chain of what I was saying, but essentially, I really want it on Steam because I want it to be played internationally, and I did have Japanese in mind while I was writing it, so I think it would translate very naturally to Japanese, considering considering, I just had it in mind, and I think it kind of plays into the whole hierarchy and the character dynamics with like the Onisama and Kohai type things. I feel like it really plays into the dynamics very well, and I think would translate and be really natural in Japanese. One of the voice actors, aside from myself, one of the voice actors speaks Japanese. I do not know if they're a native speaker, but I do know that they're very, very good Japanese. Excellent. If they're not a native speaker, then they're clearly like a level N1 Japanese speaker. Better than me. And so I give them a couple of lines in Japanese because why not? Why not? And the character is Japanese as well. So, why not? Kumachi, I love you like a sister, but I'm not typing out that whole on a phone keyboard. Okay. But you gotta include Captured by the Wedding Veil, Kinda no Kubiwa. You gotta include the Japanese in the title. You know how a lot of Japanese eroge, they just throw in random English into the title? That's what I did. I threw in some Japanese because I thought it would be stylish and fashionable. And plus, I actually know it means something, and it's not just, poorly translated. The way that, for example, Otoboku, you may know Otoboku, it has, like, the subtitle, Maidens Are Falling in Love with Me, or something. It's kind of stilted in English. Or, like, Strawberry Panic has the subtitle, Girls in Full Bloom, it's just a little stilted. So I wanted to have Kinda no Kubiwa because I thought it'd be really stylish. Okay, that's enough of me blathering. In short, I really want it on Steam. It really depends on how well the crowdfund goes. I cannot promise it'll be on Steam. I mean, I would have to talk with Just. Probably, because they're distributing it, but I also want to distribute it on Steam. I might have to, like, cut some things out on Steam. I don't want to, but there's like a couple scenes with like some moaning, and it's like it's important to the plot, chat, trust me, it's important. But if I were to get it on Steam, I would want it to be as intact as possible, but I also don't want them to just take it down willy-nilly and waste my money. But I do want it on Steam if possible. Especially for the Japanese fans. Chat, once I tap into that Yuri fan base, it's over, chat. We're good. We're looking on easy street. I think it'll really pick up steam once I tap into that Yuri fan base. The Fujoshi, the Yuri fans, the Hime Joshi, I feel like once I tap into the Japanese marketplace, I feel like the demographic, I feel like they will hopefully help spread the word, I'm not making money off of this. I just want to share with everybody. Okay, let me get a sip of water and then we shall start playing Amairo chocolate. Ganbatte, thank you. I am trying my best. If I do manage to get it on Steam, you will know. But I can't say anything right now. It's still way too early. First, let's just try and get it funded, okay, chat? Let's just try and get it funded, and then we can talk about a Steam release. But man, it would be so cool to play it on like a Steam Deck or something. It'd be so cool. Anyway. And I cannot tell you anything else about the voice actors, but they are super cool. I can't wait until you know them. Alright, let's go. Let me first pull up the game. Where is it? Amairo chocolate, where are you? Here you are. Okay. Alright, it looks like I have 4 arms. Let's see, that is not what I want. I want the game. Yay, alright. Make it a little smaller. Give us a hint as to the voice actors. I just told you a hint. One of them speaks Japanese. I just told you a hint. You want a different hint? Okay. 2 out of the 3 voice actors, other than myself, have worked on Otome games before. That's your hint. I cannot say anything else until contracts are signed. There is a reward that I think is the voice actor announcement and the teaser. So, you know, we gotta hit that award. We gotta hit that reward, chat. And then I will gladly tell you who they are and make a teaser with their voice lines in it. I will gladly tell you. I really want to, chat, but I cannot. I cannot. Yeah, this game is so cheerful. I love it. And also, thank you everybody for joining me on a Thursday other than a Wednesday. Because I had to, you know, I had to delay it for Tommy. Do you know how little that narrows it down to? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, how about this? They speak English. There you go. I feel like that's a good enough hint. If you don't know who it is, you need to study your eroge more. Alright, let's go. I changed out of my academy uniform and into my normal clothes and look at myself in the mirror. Do I look weird? Wait, I need the cat ears. I need my cat ears. Wait, what am I doing? Cat ears, cat. I need my cat ears. Let's get this on instead. Hell yeah. Nya, nya, nya. Nya, nya, nya. Oh, hell yeah. Nya, 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 nya. I don't normally care much about my clothes, so this is a little unusual for me. Hell yeah! I'm gonna have a crowd fun and it's gonna go great, I hope. I do. I'm meeting Chieri-chan at Sweet's Tale in a bit, so maybe that's it? You wanna come too, Mikuri? Don't invite another girl on your date, bro! Yeah. I can't deny that would happen. I imagine Chieri-chan saying that with a sour look on her face. If I brought Mikuri with me, that would be the first thing she'd say. No question of it. Aw, bye, Mikuri. Oh, that's right. I'll try to bring something back for you. Oh my god! When I go to the Japanese grocery store, hopefully on Monday, they have a Mont Blanc. I've never tried it. It's like $4 for this teeny tiny little cake, but I want to taste it. What does it taste like? Is it like a chestnut or like an almond? I checked the clock on my smartphone. It's about time to go. Okay then. The voices of the gods? I see. Thank you. I'll be sure to protect Chieri-chan. Hell yeah. Of course I'm gonna protect her. Let me get a little sip of water. Just a little sippy sip of water. Oh, I love the BGM. It's so cute. What if I just want the sweets? What if I just want the sweets? They look so good! Ah, I want them, I want them, I want them! I want them! When I go to the Japanese grocery store, hopefully on Monday, I'm gonna try and pick up a little tiny little slice of cake like this. I don't have a lot of pocket money, so we'll see. If I'm not by myself, I'm supposed to meet Chieri-chan here. I love this like accordion. Wow, way to misgender me. What if it's a Yuri round, Nana-chan? What if it's a Yuri round? Don't steal the treats. Okay, but I work here. So it's like a perk, right? You say going out, but all we did was promise to have some cake here at Sweet's Tale because she did so well on her exams.
いや、変わんねえよ。
That's a weird translation. She said that doesn't change anything, but it says tomato, tomato. For some reason, Nana fixates on me with an exasperated gaze.
ま、なんでもいいや。だけど、チエリと結構仲良くなったみたいだから言っておく。いいか？猫の獣人にはこういう格言があるんだ。ロシアンブルーはめんどくさい。
Hey, don't discriminate! Russian blues are nothing but trouble? Hey, that's mean. That's like, what do you call it? Discriminating against other breeds or something. I don't know. I heard that Chieri-chan was a Russian blue beast folk, so that would mean Chieri-chan is troublesome? I mean, she's a little tsundere. I'm not sure how to take what Nana just said to me, so I cocked my head to the side, confused.
すみません、遅くなりました。
Yay! My baby! It's okay, you haven't kept me waiting. Did you come straight from the academy?
はい、白川さんをお待たせするわけには。
Oh my god! Look at the little blush! Kawaii! すっごくかわいい! この猫耳、この尻尾、このほっぺた! Oh, you don't have to worry about that. As usual, Chieri-chan doesn't want to impose on anyone. She's a good girl. How could you say such mean things about her? She's a good girl.
じろじろ見ないでください。ここではお客さんですよ。
Ah, I love her little pout. It's so cute. Look at her little pout. Humph.
いやー、こんな昼下がりからお暑いな。
I am so excited for spring. I can't wait for spring. I want to see the flowers. And I don't know if I get cherry blossoms around here, but I want to see the flowers blossoming and blooming. Head pats, yeah, head pat. Head pat.
白川さん、別のお店行きましょうか。
No, I want the yummy treats.
ああ、待て。さすがに客逃がしたら一華に怒られる。
Chieri-chan's hand reaches straight for the door, but Nana moves to stop her in a panic. But it's already December. You said it's getting hot, but it's going to get cold, right? Huh? No reaction from either of them? He's so dense.
こいつの方があれじゃね。
Yeah.
今回ばかりはナナ先輩に全面的に同意します。
Yeah. What do you mean worse? No, they're totally right. He's so dense. He's denser than... What's a really dense kind of cake? I don't know what a dense cake... like a fruit cake. He's denser than a fruit cake. Yeah, fruit cakes are dense, right? Chieri-chan and Nana both stare accusingly at me as we order our cakes and drinks and head to our seats.
白川さんはテストどうでしたか？私たちの勉強を見てもらって、もしご自分の方が悪くなったら申し訳ないですし。
Like I said, I've already covered that material at my previous school. I did all right in every subject.
ならよかったです。
Ah, she's a good girl. Chieri-chan rests her hand on her heart, as if she's truly relieved. She really is a good person, having such a big heart to worry about me. Well, yeah, since you work so hard studying for exams, would you like some kind of reward?
別にいいです。ご褒美のために頑張ってほしい。
I need a reward! I am the opposite. I am reward motivated. I am only reward motivated. It is so hard for me to do something because of its intrinsic value. I need a reward. I need a little treat. Maybe she should sit in his lap like a cat then.
それに勉強を見てもらったのに、その上ご褒美までいただくなんて申し訳ないです。
Oh, come on. I want a cake. No, don't be that way. I already got a reward for helping you study. I also gave one to Mikori, so it wouldn't be fair if I didn't give one to you too, right? Oh. Upon hearing Mikuri's name, Chieri-chan's blue eyes go wide and her ears perk straight up. I wonder if she's thought of something she would like. You can have anything you want if it's something I can provide. Well, I can only provide so much on a part-time income, but still. You want me to pet you? Mikuri wanted me to pet her, but if I recall correctly, you didn't want that, right? Aw, she does want that. Everybody, we gotta pet her. We gotta pet her. She's so cute. Chieri-chan, what's wrong? I want to confirm what I'd heard before, but when I asked, Chieri-chan squeaks soundlessly at me, wordlessly at me. Aww. Are you alright? She clearly wants to be petted! Get head pat, get head pat, get head pat, 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 pat! I understand. When you figure it out, don't hesitate to tell me, okay? Wait! I need to pull out the hand for this! Where's the hand? Head pat. Is this close? Is this close? Yeah! Get head pat, get head pat, get head pat. Yeah, so cute, I love you! Okay, I should probably move the hand. I don't want to keep it there the whole time. Ah, that's worse! No, that's worse! Ah, no, that's bad. That's better. Kind of. And now for me. Okay. Alright. Everybody got a head pat. Chieri-chan's blue-gray ears droop listlessly. I wonder if she's really agonizing over what to ask for. I'm sorry. Did I say something I shouldn't have? Tommy Rob! Feel like she wouldn't like that. Because it's a nice shop and we haven't gone there together yet, that's all. This was a good opportunity now that we're done with exams. Chieri-chan's droopy ears perk right back up. It would have been nice to come with Mikuri too, but... Yeah, don't mention other girls. Look at that pout. Chieri-chan's demeanor turns a little sour when she hears Mikuri's name. You wouldn't want Mikuri to be here? Just you and... Futariki? Yeah, she doesn't want to get her hopes up on a date. Okay, I'll be sure to do that. He's so dense, chat. I was also going to mention Ichika and Nana, but the two of them work at Sweet Sale, so that might be kind of tough. Well, yeah, Chieri-chan, you originally wanted to work at Sweet Sale, right? Why did you want to take up a part-time job anyway, Chieri-chan? Based on the surprise sound she just made, along with the way she's averting her eyes, it looks like Chieri-chan wasn't expecting a question like that. I'm sorry, I was just kind of curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Let me get a sip of water. Here. After a bit of hesitation, her eyes looking this way and that. Mood. I ain't never gotten an allowance in my life. Why? What's wrong with wanting to get your own spending money? Looking embarrassed and even almost apologetic, Chieri-chan talks about why she started working. Based on my mental image of her, it's definitely not what I expected. But, so you're the same as me then?
白川さんは獣人のことを知ったからセタリアでアルバイトすることになったんじゃ。
Well, that's that too. But I was already thinking about working part-time somewhere. My dad helps out with my living expenses, but I don't get an allowance either. So I'm working to earn some money. Well, that's a pretty normal reason for anyone to work.
ありがとうございます。
Is that really something to thank him for? Chieri-chan still doesn't sound convinced, as she offers me her thanks in a bewildered tone. But that's kind of Chieri-chan all over too. If you ask me, it's pretty admirable that you want to earn your own money instead of relying on your parents.
偉くなんかないです。白川さんは褒めすぎなんですってば。
偉い偉い。
それに白川さんも同じ理由じゃないですか。
Well, my folks kicked me out. Why? What's the story there? I'm doing this because I have to. I'm sorry, you're working part-time at a cafe and that covers your living expenses? If I were Chieri-chan's father, I think I'd want to give her a generous allowance. But someone always comes to escort her home after she finishes her shift, so I know that they care about her. Yeah, who is that person who escorts her home? Anyway, whatever the reason, it's great that you're working so hard. I still remember seeing you do your best to hand out flyers by yourself.
見てたんですか?
A little bit. I didn't see her from the start, but I spoke to her because I thought she was trying her best. You're good. I don't think it's anything to be embarrassed about. You're working hard at your job.
恥ずかしいものは恥ずかしいんです。あんなところを見られていたと思うと。
Chieri-chan might be frustrated at herself for what happened back then. But she was doing her best. She should be more confident in herself.
でもあれはお店のためというより自分のためです。
Maybe, but it benefited the shop.
セタリアをもっと繁盛させたいって私が勝手に思っているだけなんです。
I mean, that's kind of life, right? You want money because you want things, because you want a better quality of life, right? I don't think that's selfish. Huh? I don't think it's unusual to want the place you work at to do well. Wait, I don't think it's unusual to want the place you work to do well. Okay, they missed a word here. I tilt my head to the side when Chieri-chan claims it's for her own benefit. She said that she started working to earn money for herself, so maybe she means that she was hoping to get a raise out of it. When did you start working at Setaria, Chieri-chan?
私は今年の春ぐらいからです。ちなみにいちか先輩とナナ先輩は去年からですね。
She is a good girl. Then you've been working there for quite some time.
いえ、それでもできないことばかりです。いちか先輩みたいになれたらいいんですけど。
As she stirs her coffee to distract herself, Chieri-chan's cat ears droop dejectedly. I'm sure that you will be someday.
そうでしょうか。
Yes, you were able to do the mouth problems after you practiced them, right? This is the same kind of thing.
そうですね。諦めないでやってみます。
Chieri-chan's expression brightens up a little. She's a hard worker, but I prefer it if she didn't overextend herself. But I prefer if, anyway, I think you could put prefer it if, whatever. I'm sorry, I keep asking questions. Let's enjoy our cake. I should stop criticizing the grammar.
いえ、私の方こそ喋りすぎでした。すみません。
My order is a colorful tart covered in various fruit. Chieri-chan ordered a chocolate cake again, although it's a different kind from before. You must really like chocolate. You ordered a chocolate cake last time too.
いいえ、前は白川さんがショートケーキがいいと言うから取り替えただけですから。
You can just say you like chocolate. There's nothing wrong with it. Oh, that's right. I kept quiet about the fact that I only did it because it looked like Chieri-chan wanted my chocolate cake.
では、いただきましょう。
Chieri-chan cuts a small piece of the triangular cake with an experienced hand and then smiles as she brings it up to her mouth.
たまに浴びたーなのもいいですね。濃厚で
I do not like bitter things, as we discussed. I can only imagine what the cake tastes like based on Chieri-chan's impressions. But I'm more interested in the rare sight of her adorable smile. You're so cute, I want to bite your cheeks. Like mochi. No, I was just thinking that your cake looks really good. You really do like chocolate, don't you? What's wrong with admitting you like chocolate? It's okay for you to say that you like what you like. Cute. The way that Chieri-chan puffs out her cheeks as she pouts her stubborn pride over the strangest little things is really cute to me. Okay then, let's try mine. Chieri-chan is eating hers so elegantly that I take more care than I normally would as I cut into my own tart. Wow, this tart is delicious. It's not too sweet and I just want to keep eating more. Looks like. Would you like to try some, Chieri-chan? Who makes the desserts is what I want to know. Who is the chef? Who's the pastry chef? You can have a bite. Don't sweat the small things. Now then. I should get another fork. No! We were so close to an indirect kiss! We were so close! You idiot! You fumbled! You idiot! You idiot! You idiot! You fumbled it! Nanny should have known! What's the matter? You sound so sad. No, he's an idiot. Baga janai ka, kono shujinko. This tart is really good though. I think you can look forward to tasting it. He's so dumb. Ow! Ow!
何ブツブツ言ってんの？にゃにゃ先輩。にゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃ先輩かわいい。どの言い方かわいい。にゃにゃにゃにゃ先輩。Oh my god, it's so cute. I'm getting diabetes. It's so cute. 誰だ？その猫成分あふれすぎる先輩は。はい。フォーク持ってきてやったぞ。
I don't want it. Thanks.
じゃあま、ごゆっくり。
Nana smirks as she heads back to her station. Chieri-chan? 似合んでも似合いです。Oh my god, it's so cute. なんとかわいい。なんとかわいい。にゃんでも似合いですよ。にゃー。She's tripping over her words. But it would embarrass her to say anything, so I pretend I didn't notice. I cut off a piece of untouched tart with the new fork and offered it to Chieri-chan. Here you are. Huh? What's wrong? Did she bite her tongue? Oh, that's right. She doesn't like kiwi. Is she like allergic to it? I don't remember. Ah, no. There's so many kinds of fruit that I didn't notice. But now that she's mentioned it, I can definitely see some kiwi in there. Oh, no! We poisoned her! No! I'm sorry, you don't like kiwi, do you? For now, let me take care of what's left of that. Ah, no, you idiot! You idiot! I take the piece that I offered to Chieri-chan and gulp it down in one bite. You idiot! Huh? Finally we get an indirect kiss. Oh! I didn't realize that I'd done it yet again, and I freeze up, speechless. You know, she doesn't seem that upset about it, Chat. I don't know if she blames me or not, but Chieri-chan is looking straight at me. Oh yeah, she looks so upset. But when her eyes meet mine, she averts her gaze quickly. Yeah, we learned the hard way. Nana came over as soon as she realized it, but her face twists up once she figures out the situation from Chieri-chan's expression. I'm so sorry about all this. We both fall silent, wordlessly eating our cakes. Come on, man, just give her a little bit of the cake from the fork and let her enjoy it. She's not allergic, is she? I feel like with a reaction like that, maybe she is allergic. These two, they should have a Yuri route together. There's definitely an allergy. There has to be some kind of allergy or reaction or something for her to be this worried. Huh? If anything happened, of course I'd help her. He's so stupid. Chieri-chan's face turns as red as a flame. Seriously, why is she that red? Is it gonna be something weird like Kiwi gets her into heat or something? Nana waves lazily at us as she sees us off. I give her a wave back as we leave Sweet's tail behind. What should we do now? I don't really have any plans. Let me get a sip. I act like nothing happens. I talk to Chieri-chan in an attempt to reset the mood. Got it, that's an easy request. Now that we've got that decided, we head back to the dorm. What kind of a date was that? We put one foot in front of the other with no words spoken between us. Oh my god, was I right? Was I right and eating kiwi puts her into heat or something crazy like that? Was I right? I'm gonna go insane if I was right. Oh my god, was I right? Or is she just having like an intolerance? Chieri-chan, your face is still red. Get her to the hospital! She's having an allergic reaction! Chieri-chan, you're a real hard worker, but don't push yourself too far, okay? If you feel cold coming on, take a break. Yes. Well, it would be nice if I had a little sister like you, Chieri-chan. If she were my little sister, I'd be able to see her every day. Hell yeah, Imoto route. Chieri-chan lives at home and goes to a different academy, so we can normally only see each other when our shifts line up. Makes me feel a little lonely. Come on, what about the Imoto route? Chieri-chan seems to be really upset. But that's true, a brother like me might not be very reliable. Haha, did I make you hate me? Are you gonna say kyodai nara koibito ni naranai te? Are you trying to say if we were siblings that we couldn't become lovers? Sweet, sweet summer child, Chieri-chan, you just need to play more eroge. I love her little face. Couldn't become what? This man is so stupid. Your face is pretty red. Maybe you should go home. You might have a fever. He's so stupid. Pardon me, let me check your forehead. I'm about to put my right hand on Chieri-chan's forehead, but it's holding the Mont Blanc I brought from Mikuri, so I'm not able to. Mikuri said something about danger, right? And I'd look up and think about the voices of the gods, and... Ah! I don't know what happened. Whoa! Come in, Dawn! But we also dropped the cake. No! We definitely need to marry her now. Yeah, exactly. I move instinctively. When I realized what happened, the Mont Blanc has been thrown aside, and I pressed Chieri-chan against the wall in order to cover her. Cute. Chieri-chan looks confused, not knowing what had just happened. I'm just gonna save. Don't mind me. Flower pot. A flower pot fell out of the room up there. We turn around and see the shattered remains of a flower pot and dark soil scattered about. The flower that was growing in it lies on the street. I hope they'll be able to replant it. Oh, I love a Kabedon. Sorry for surprising you like that. Are you alright? Nothing hurt? Yeah, I'm okay. Thank goodness Mikuri warned me about this. Chieri-chan's alright, so that's a relief. Gods bless Mikuri, but this is also thanks to the gods, so gods bless gods? Is she seriously like in a heat? これは発情期じゃないか。キウイが食べたら、チェリちゃんが発情期になっちゃった？なさそうね。Seriously? Is she really in heat because of the kiwi? I was kidding earlier! I was kidding! Thank you for the stream, but I gotta wake up early and have fun. Thank you, Starcene! Hope to see you next time when I stream next. You better adopt Chieri! I will! I'm gonna adopt her. She's my daughter wife. Am I gonna have to is this too spicy for YouTube? At some point, Chieri-chan's face has gotten even redder and her breathing has become ragged. Yeah, she looks feverish and she's staring at me from up close. Your face is even redder than before. Are you okay? And her body fidgets every so often, like she can't stay calm. No matter how I look at it, Chieri-chan doesn't seem okay to me. I really think you have a fever. Sorry about this. This time, I raised my hand to touch her forehead and... Miss, she's got a physiological reaction going on. It's dangerous to just go running off! Chieri-chan takes off at top speed, maintaining that pace until she's left the area. Boo! And she's gone. We could have had an age scene. At least the stars are pretty. Good work today, and I'm sorry. After Mikuri finishes her shift and comes back to the dorm, I apologize for ruining the Mont Blanc and explain what happened. Now I really gotta try Mont Blanc. I'm curious. Thank you so very much. They did help. Nana has come back from her shift at Sweet's Tail. Well, you see, I tell Nana what happened after we left Sweet's Tail. Oh my god, I was right! The kiwi is an aphrodisiac. I was right. Hot and heavy? Why? I have absolutely no idea what she's talking about. Why is Nana smirking like that? What were you worried about, Nana?
いろいろだよ、いろいろ。でもよく考えたらそんな心配する必要なかったなーって。相手、ユズキだもんな。
は？
チエリ的には大変だったかもしれねえが、まあ、お前が気にするこったねえよ。
Nana cackles to herself after she says that.
ついでにもっぺん言っとくぞ。ロシアンブルーはめんどくさいってな。
Huh? Nana says that to me again, but I still don't get it, so I just cock my head to the side. I tried contacting Chieri-chan by phone later, but she didn't respond. Aw. Is that it? That it for the day? Okay, alright. Amairo Chocolato, I'm gonna save. There we go. What say you, Chad? Do you want to call it a day or continue a little bit more? I will give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes. While I water some flowers. Hey, chat, you can continue. I mean, I can continue. Okay, we'll do 10 more minutes, okay? Just a little longer. Definitely in heat. I get to work early and start tidying up the terrace seats when I spot Chieri-chan looking in through the window. Yeah, マジで好きよ. She's definitely in love with him. Because of the kiwi? But 俺好きなんかじゃないよ。好きにわけないよ。チェリちゃん? Wow! Chieri-chan shrieks when I call out to her, and her ears and tail shoot straight up into the air. Just as shocked as Chieri-chan seems to be. I work here. I've got a shift today. I was just cleaning up the outside tables. Now, are you doing a seal impression? Chieri-chan opens and closes her mouth, unable to speak. I know that Chieri-chan is a cat beast folk, of course, but there might be seal beast folk out in the world somewhere. I don't think so. I don't think there would be beast folk. I don't. That just seems weird. Seals? What kind of ears would they even have? I don't know. Anyway. What's wrong? I don't know what's going on, but Chieri-chan is looking down and chanting to herself. At least you look well, Chieri-chan. That's a relief. Chieri-chan looks up like she's going to respond, and her blue eyes meet mine. Are you alright? But there's no response. Chieri-chan stands stock still, staring at me, her face bright red. And then the tears well up in her blue eyes. Huh? She screams as if emotions were exploding out of her. But I have no idea what she's talking about, so all I can do is look at her blankly. Girl, he's too stupid for you. You deserve better. I'm sorry, but what are you talking about? Chocolate cake? Okay, but we're in the shop, so try not to yell, okay? Not like her to panic. Is this related to what happened yesterday? Maybe? I'm also still concerned about why her face is so red. Could she be delirious from fever? Her face is still red. Are you alright? Do you feel tired? Really? Well, don't push yourself too hard. If you get tired, let me or Ichika know, okay? Your hand just wouldn't stop? I'm sure her hands were doing completely innocent things. Okay, I see. When I repeat what she says, she glares at me menacingly, and I have no choice but to accept her explanation. Chieri-chan apologizes, bowing over and over, her cheeks still bright red. As long as you're okay, Chieri-chan, you don't have to apologize. But why were you peeking into the shop from the outside? You could have just walked in. You get too close to me? Why? Really? I wiped it down earlier, so it should still be clean. Chieri-chan says that quickly, twirls around and sprints into Sataria like she's fleeing from something. What? I stand there alone, tilting my head to one side in confusion from Chieri-chan's odd behavior. He's so dumb. He's so dumb. Just the dumbest. Thank you for waiting. Here's your caramel coffee and your cheesecake. We have a few customers in the studio today. We're not busy, but we're not completely empty either. Where's Chieri-chan? Uh-oh. Is he gonna look and run in on her changing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, there she is! There you are! For some reason, Chieri-chan's hiding near the entrance of the backyard, her cheeks still faintly red. She's looking this way with a scared expression on her face. When she notices that I'm looking at her, she quickly averts her gaze. Chieri-chan takes the customer's order and brings it back to the counter. But as she does, she glances at me with an anxious look in her eyes. Or so I think, because she immediately turns away in a panic. Chieri-chan? I'm sorry, I'm worried about how you're doing, so I wanted to talk to you about it, but... Chieri-chan lets out a shrill cry, and the customers look over in her direction. She's in heat. I mean, that's the only thing it could be at this point, right? Her ears and tail, which the customers can't see, twitch as she apologizes over and over. Are you really okay, Chieri-chan? Chieri-chan heads to the back of the counter like she's trying to escape. Nana said not to worry about it, but is this my fault? Uh-oh, are we gonna have some kind of ecchi scene here?
Chieri-chan, ちょっといい?
No! She's in trouble! Chieri-chan still seems a bit uneasy, but she doesn't raise her voice with Ichika. But when I try to talk to her, she runs away. Oh, okay, she's not in trouble. She's not in trouble, good. I can tell from Chieri-chan's expression that she's happy that Ichika's relying on her. In that case, I'll help. Two of us could hand out even more flyers, right? Ichika cutely turns her head to the side, puzzled. To be honest, I want to know what's going on too. I'm not treating you like a child. It doesn't matter how old you are. It would be safer for two people to do it than one. Something happens, I want to be able to help you, Chieri-chan. Chieri-chan reluctantly backs down, her face still red. Looks like we've convinced her, more or less. Right then, the entrance bell rings, letting us know that a customer has entered the shop. Of course, has something come up? Ooh. So this gives us an opportunity to be alone. Sure, if that's all you need, then it's no problem. Ichika looks as if she's just realized something, and her gaze shifts somewhere behind me. I turn to see what she's looking at, and... Chieri-chan is staring at me with a sad look on her face. But this is Chieri-chan, so she's cute even when she's pouty. And now Ichika and I are both looking at her. Chieri-chan's eyes widen a little.
ちえりちゃん、そんなにこっち見て何か気になるの？いえ、なんでもないです。
Oh my gosh, she's so tsundere. Same situation repeats itself numerous times until the end of my shift. Are we gonna walk in on her changing? I feel like that's very possible. Alright!
あまいろショコラータ。
We had another in-game day. She's so pretty, look at her. Two weeks left until Christmas! Oh my god. So exciting. Oh wait, hold on. Alright. It was fun. Sadly, we cannot romance anyone other than these two. But it's very sweet and very adorable and very lighthearted, just like the title suggests. Alright. Let me get out from under the heckin' the register. There we go. Okay. Let's make myself a little bigger. Nya! 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 I hope you had fun today, Chad. It was a very lighthearted, kind of easygoing game, and that's just how I like it. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you, Lore Master Andrew and Nanashi, and Chief Rob, and Starscene, and Hachimichi, and Dreamer, and David. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I hope you had fun, and I will see you on Saturday. We are going to be playing more of Amrilato, the Yuri game. We're going to be playing more of that. And the next week, we'll be playing eroge just like normal. That's all I got for today. But I will see you next time. Thank you so much for coming, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye!